Smart 24, driving business.
From the break, and of course, time check is officially 4 minutes past 9 o'clock, and of course we are here giving you business updates as they're supposed to be. But of course, let me remind you that you can quickly kickstart your investment journey by trusting your money with Zabo. So it's a no hassle. Use the USSD code *292# and obviously kickstart of your investment journey. Zabo is powered by Altex East Africa, which tells you to do something new, man. So *292# will definitely be something that you would basically use as an individual. Buy, bond, select the maturity period for those particular ones, and of course it's going to be the easiest way to do so. And do remember that it's very important for you as an individual to kickstart off your investment journey, and of course that will definitely give you more than what you expect. So Zabo, my money, my future. The markets open at 8:15 a.m. and close at 3:15 p.m. East African Standard Time. But please do note that these markets are also closed during weekends and on public holidays. So that means that the public holidays you will not be able to access the Zabo platform, but the other time you will be able to access them. But today you can use it to open up an account if you don't have one with your need, and tomorrow you'll be able to invest. That's that. Now let's look at the SMB Insight, where we look at the creative industry in Uganda, as there is a need for these creative artists to have more skills in marketing, especially with the ever-growing digitalization, and having more skilling on branding themselves. But we only get to understand more about this with our SMB Insights this morning.
We are here to share information how the industry are right now and what is taking place since we end the COVID. We are catching up with the environment because COVID affected us too much, but I'm very happy towards the creative industry, the artists themselves, ourselves, that they are now more active and more creative than even before. The way how they can make money out of their content, and they have, at least since the COVID time, we went through a lot of trainings. They got to know much about the industry, the legal part of it, the regulations, which most artists did not before give attention to. So I'm happy for that towards the creatives, that at least now we have reached somewhere, although the business is not yet back the way it was. But there are so many motivations going on in each domain in the industry, which we are happy for it.
As we are heading into festival season, how prepared are they so that they can get much money in this festival?
Some are prepared, some are still struggling to get back on their feet. But the good thing, those who are up, they know what to do. Right now, we're in the era of digital, going beyond the stage, and the way they're marketing themselves is totally different with how we used it before. Because right now they are not using a lot of like flyers and mentions as in plinths or banners. So most of artists right now they are using digital. They are marketing their businesses very well on media and all the the types of platforms we have. So I think those who have make it, they are already there, and others, they are trying to copy what others are doing, which is very impressive. After COVID, immediately everyone was like, what can we do? Where are we going? So there was a lot of questions, and they were posing the questions towards us, plus the government. But the good thing, we are creatives, and you can see on the media platforms, everyone is busy selling his content on the media platform. So they're not doing very bad. The only hindrances right now is maybe the government, that gap between the government and the creatives, it's still there, which we are trying to bridge as the institutions in the policy making bodies. So I think that is the only thing. But on the other side of the artists, we want them to embrace the exercise so that it will help us to soften the exercise and the government start really embracing and understanding the industry like the public did. Right now the public, at least they understand certain things of the industry, how we can how we make our money. But like I said, the side of the government, we still have laws and regulations which are not flexible for the artists to do their business very well. For example, like we still have a very big issue with the copyright and the collection societies. And that issue, we need the stakeholders. If the stakeholders does not understand it very well, then the government won't come in to help. It's supposed to start with us. For us, where we come in, we give you the structures. We give you trainings about how you market your business, how you brand your business. Because the gap which is there between the upcoming and the celebrity already is the upcoming does not know much how I can market or brand my business. Because if you're coming up with a song, for example, upcoming artist, you're coming up with a song, you just go in the studio, producer, put this, and you get out. You just send that song on the radio. It's not enough. But have you understand how what is what is your audience, first of all, according to the music you're coming up with? You're creating something, but you never thought of the audience you're going to capture, which is not the case. It's no longer the case with the artists who have already made it, because they went through that, and these ones, they don't give it time. Some, they think the challenge with the upcoming, they think that you just make a song and put, which they are forgetting that if you're making the first hit in your life, how are you branding it so that the people, it can make value for you and your audience? You want to attract the audience which was not there for you. So try to sit down, come to the people who are professionals already, to direct you what to do, to guide you well. But the challenge with the upcoming, they don't give it time, no research, no one to give them directions, and they are not ready to get that direction. But the few who have managed to come and share with other people that I'm upcoming, I have this song, you listen to it and give me advice. Those ones, they are making it. But I encourage the upcoming to also understand that this is a business. The way you market it, that's how you're going. That's the much you're going to get out of it. If you market it badly, don't expect much about it from your music. If you market it well, even the media houses, there are few who will take the song which is half-baked, because there is a lot of competition right now. People have advanced so fast in their creatives. So we need to copy each other. We need to check on other people's platforms and music, and you compare yourself as upcoming. The good thing, which was the COVID came as a bad thing, but on our side, somehow it was a blessing in disguise. Reason being that the creatives, the artists were not that active in performing. So we conducted a lot of trainings and workshops where most of them started to understand the laws governing this industry. And like I mentioned about the copyright, some they were singing about copyright law is not in place. They didn't know that copyright law is there, just the enforcement, which is still stuck. And it's a bit politics to some of us who understand what is really going on. But other laws, first of all, they started to understand the structures in the creative industry. They knew in that time, they managed to understand that we have UNCC, we have Ministry, Department of Culture, UNCC, Union, Forum, and your associations where you're coming from. Before it was not the case, they used to have their associations without knowing that the role of the union is this. The role of UNCC is coming in this angle, and others. So right now they know if I have a case, if I'm complaining about my music being played without getting any pen out of it, they know that issue, who is supposed to pay is UPRS, because it's collecting. Then they know where to come, that union, we want to see that the laws governing this industry, we're supposed to be part, to negotiate so that they implement. We sit with the Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Gender and Labor, mostly for the art industry, that is the Department of Culture. Before they did not know anything that there is a ministry in line with their works or with their issues. But right now they know about UNCC, they know all the structures, they know about OWC, how it's supposed to come in, the ministry, where it coming from, the URSB, you have to register your music or your content to URSB to own the name, and if you have 5 songs, each song you have to register it. Before they didn't know about that. So, but about because of the trainings we took during that time and so engagements which took place, at least now most artists, they know certain things. They know that we must fall into a union, which is one union. You must have an association, that is a freedom of association, where you feel that you belong there or according to your domain, and you must have a collecting society which is concerned with your content in collecting your royalties for you. So all that, it was not known by the creatives. The film, they know where to go. The music, they know where to go. The drama, they know. Everyone right now knows. They just those who does not mind much about that is because they just think it's not priority right now. But when they're stuck, they look for us. Yeah.
What are some of the penalties if someone or still someone who song like that?
Yeah, that is in line of copyright. But if someone's still another person's song, first of all, did you register that song? That is number one. You can say that Anita stole my song, but oimba chipepeo nze nyimba it comes in the middle, but not in the same pronunciation. So we need to understand when you say that someone stole my song, because stealing a song is as if I took the way the song is and then I put in my voice. I use all your words. We have limited words, by the way. That's why you find that issue is too. Everyone is saying this one copied my whatever, this one the rhythm, this one the wordings. But the main issue is if I register before you, if Chameleon sang Chipepeo some years back, like 7 years back, and did not register, and I come and I sing Chipepeo in my version, and I register it, then I'll be the owner.
And well, apparently, when you look at the fact that the issue to do with copyright has become one of the other issues rotating around the entertainment industry and the creative industry, or the creative arts industry, is basically because we have lots of content creators who can own content that was mothered by you. So that means there is always an opportunity for someone to steal your innovation or your creativeness and own it. So what you need to do as an individual is you always have to protect what belongs to you, and that is the issue as to why most of the artists are calling in for the copyright law. But not only that, also the issue goes back to the branding. How are you branding yourself as a creative? Because at the end of the day, some people may fail to rob what is yours according to the way you branded yourself, because they know if I copy something from the other gentleman or from the other lady, I may face it rough in the courts of law, so I shouldn't tamper with that. That goes back to your personal branding at the end of it all. But also, on the other hand, as we seek for branding, we need to as well skill the artists that are not only the musicians or those who are actually in drama, but every other creative who is out there creating some content to get some money. We need to skill them on branding and also positioning themselves for this particular era that we are into, and of course seeking for more advice in regards to the digital marketing as well as tapping into the digital era. It's something that most of us need to help out on these other creatives, especially those in this era of ours that is actually transitioning steadily. And that is it for the SMB Insight. After the break, meanwhile, we shall be returning with the SMB on ground with Barija Andrew.